All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for taking your time to listen to our presentation. My name is Nikki. This is Nick, Rebecca, and Anastasia. And we have a business proposition for an already existing company called Primark. Many of you might already have heard of them before. So essentially, Primark is a global industry that sells clothing. It's known for being cheap, but cute, or as they say, amazing fashion at amazing prices. Its first store opened in Dublin in 1969, and we now have 370 stores in 12 countries across Europe and America. But as you can see, there's a lot of area or room for expansion. There's nothing in Canada, nothing in Mexico, but there are still clients there that would be interested in purchasing their clothing, but they do not have the access to it. That is because Primark is lacking on the purchasing an online store option of their website. So e-commerce is growing at a very, very quick rate today. It's actually found that in 2017 there was $2.3 trillion in sales, and in 2021 it's expected to reach $4.5 trillion. It is growing at a 15% rate per year. So companies today need to stay relevant to their target audience, where their customers are, where they're purchasing and online more often. So they need to remain relevant.
Right, so what Nikki said just now brings us to our project idea. So basically Primark already has a lot of brick and mortar stores where they sell clothing and accessories, but they don't have an online store with any online shopping experience but the catalog where you can just see what kind of products they have. So what we're going to do is implement an online shopping experience for the customers, but not to actually change the price, because this is what Primark is famous for, being cheap. We do not offer the delivery, but we are going to add a checkout option for people who shop at Primark, as well as reserving items and pickup in store or our pickup centers. And as well as that, people don't have to stand in a line, which was one of the weaknesses that Primark has, and the possibility to reserve an item would actually let people not to fight for it in the store. And of course, as Nikki said, we don't have stores around the world in many countries, so that will allow people around the world to shop and pick up their clothes 24/7. Now, to talk a bit more about Porter's value chain, support activities are going to be firm infrastructure. So we're going to change our accounting and legal functions. We're going to advance them a little bit. So because of the wider jurisdiction and online form of payment, so many people who actually know about this. Then human resource management, of course, we're going to add a pickup in-store option. So we're going to need people who are going to work with that and at our warehouses as well. Then technology development. We are implementing new technology to pay online, so we need to update the technology as well. And procurement. Oops, sorry. Yeah, we're going to control the quantity, quality, sourcing, and timing to ensure the best possible total cost of delivering items to customers. And primary activities are inbound logistics that are going to change in terms of the warehouse procedures, and we're going to store in multiple new locations. Then outbound.
Abby, can you get them all? Yeah. We're good enough? Can you guys come in?
No, I think it's best. No, I think it's best. Okay.
Sure. Work on it. You good? You good?
Okay.
It's recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. So once the store receives an order, not only does it notify the employees, it also updates our database to kind of like put that item on hold, if you will, in a way. So, well, no, pardon, it does not put that item on hold. Updates the database so we can see what our inventory is. Notifies the employees. Employees pick the item, and this is where the in-store database actually gets updated, whether the item's on the floor or not available to be picked up. There is some issues with that I'll explain in the next process. Say we have it, no problem, orders packed, whatever. Say we don't have it, we'll send an email to the customer, hey, we don't have this item, here are recommendations, you can take a refund, or other people that bought this item also bought this. So kind of give them some options if the item they really wanted is not available. Once all that is sorted out, the customer receives a confirmation email, and they can either accept the refund, accept the other items, whatever it may be. And then they place the order, it's picked, and they come in and pick it up, easy as that from the store. They get sent a thank you email, and then over time, follow-up emails, new promotions, new items they may like, discounts, whatever it may be. That way we can, retain the customer and kind of build that loyalty in hopes that they'll come back and buy again. Down here, same kind of process for the pickup center, except it starts in the warehouse. Warehouse receives the order, their database is updated, so our inventory is up to date. No issues there. The order is packed by employees in the warehouse, shipped to the locker or a pickup point. This is where we partner in the beginning with a company like Amazon or FedEx, whatever it may be, to ship around the world. The locker employee or the pickup employee places it in the specific locker. Customer receives the email saying your item's here, here's your code, here's your PIN, whatever. They come in, scan, enter the code, pick up the order, and then right back into here they also get the thank you email, and then the promotions as well.
So throughout this presentation, we mentioned several different aspects that were also included in the chapters. However, for time's sake, we wanted to just touch ones that we haven't talked about. So with shipping profile, to keep costs low, we want to make sure that the box sizes are correct, that everything is fit into the truck properly, so that we save costs that way, because Primark is known for being cheap. So sending them to the distribution centers rather than the people's homes saves costs there. The graphic user interface, we want to make sure that our website is appealing for all of the McKinsey 6 behaviors. We want to make sure that it has that stickiness and customer retention so that they are surfing through our website and they are purchasing from our website. RFIDs, that is going to be very important, especially with the in-store pickup that we have. We want to make sure that we are tracking where our clothing is, how much we have in inventory, and different aspects like that. With social media, of course, marketing, we want to make sure that we are relevant with today's society and the generations and how they are using e-commerce, how they are buying from the web and stores. Terms of service, we want to make sure that our customers are on the same page as we are, that when they're purchasing from our website, that they are agreeing to our contracts and our terms that we have. And privacy, we want to make sure that our customers' data is being safe, as well as our data and our processes, as well as payments. We want to make sure that we have another party such as PayPal, Visa, credit cards, different things like that, so that we make sure that our payment process is very secure.
So next is a high-level diagram. This kind of highlights the customer process, but in a different way. So we'll kind of go through the customer process like I just did in the flowchart, but using this diagram. You start over here, they have the client side is the person buying on their phone, tablet, computer, whatever it may be. Once they've placed the order, that goes to our different databases and servers, which also can either reach out to the in-store databases and servers or the pickup center databases and servers, depending on where they place their order. That way, again, inventory is up to date, everyone's on the same page. It's all being communicated through our main cloud, which is going to be run by Microsoft Azure, or is already run by Microsoft Azure, pardon me. And then once they go through this process, the payment, and they've looked on our website and whatever, the follow-up emails and the promotions come down here from customer service. So email marketing is a big thing here, keeping them as a customer, like I said, making sure they come back, buy more. And then customer relationship management if they have any issues. And again, just the whole marketing, trying to keep them as a customer. And now Rebecca will take you through the actual marketing plan.
Okay, so now talking about the digital marketing plan, we decided to create 2 ads and 2 landing pages. The first ad will be targeting our current customers, and the second one will be to reach new customers. And we decided to use Google AdWords because it allowed us to reach the right people at the right time, because it gives you the ability to target potential customers. At the moment, they are looking for what we offer, and we also are going to use the pay-per-click bidding system, because it allows us to just pay when someone clicks on the ad, so therefore we can manage our budget and control our investment. And here you can see that we did a simple and concise ad, so we can attract more customers and take them to the funnel customer.
Why did you do same clothes, same price, now online? Why that?
It's the unique value proposition to attract customers, and then shop now, order here. It's the call to action, and we will use this display URL, but the real URL destination will be the in-store pickup, so it will directly go to that page. And
So maybe this is obvious, but so if you had two, the presumption here is the audience knows Primark.
That's it.
But not
Yeah.
the in-store.
But
They
not the
were
in-store.
doing our new features of our company.
yeah, it's just to know
Yeah,
that
they also
we
know that-
have pickup in-store.
Yeah. They don't, why now online is because the same price, the same clothes, is because when people think of something being shipped to them, they immediately go to, oh my god, it's gonna cost more. And there's no point for me paying for a £3 t-shirt if it's gonna cost the same to deliver to me. So that's why it's the same price. So it's not gonna cost you more, you order, you deliver to the pickup store next to you. That's why.
Yeah, and we choose these keywords because we thought of what the customers might put on the Google box when they search for Primark, but also we can also use this Google trick that we can find like pretty good keywords by just typing Primark shop in the search query of Google, and it will automatically provide you with some keywords that most of the people are already looking for.
And let me just reemphasize, I think it's, I don't know if you thought you were being clever when you did it, but it's actually very clever in terms of funnel marketing, this idea that if somebody already knows about you, don't try to, just because you're online, you're not reintroducing it. I'm saying this to you, but you already know it because that's what you did, but I don't know that maybe the rest of us might not have thought about that because we were in the project as you were, but different projects have different things, like the contracting guys and the event Tinder folks they have a different problem because they're starting from scratch. And it's much more difficult.
So this will be the page they will land when they click on the last ad, and we clearly made it simple but formal and concise. So this simple design can also attract the attention of the customers and make them actual customers, convert them into customers. And here we use our first call to action, trial call new online checkout experience, so they can be attracted to make already the buy. And our second call to action is a call to action button, so it can be more fast and easy for the customers to click and already start to purchase clothes. And this will be our second ad, and this will be targeting new customers. And this is why we use this description showing like the features of Primark, so they can know what is this store and what we sell, and also giving them the option of worldwide shipping, because maybe they are from other countries and they want to buy from Primark, so this will be the perfect option for them, the pickup stores. And this will be our call to action, order here, and our destination URL, as well as our keywords will be these ones like Primark, quality clothes, pickup center, clothing deals, clothes near me, clothing delivery, shopping centers, because they Since they are new customers, they don't really know Primark, so this will be perfect keywords that they are looking for, just clothes and from this Primark. And this will be our second landing page for this second ad. This is also our unique value proposition. And our call to action, check out our selection now and learn more, so they can also learn about what is Primark and how this system of pick and centers works. And that's all for us.
Thank you.
Thank you for